Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gators will kick this team to get us going. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quick throw, testing the middle. And he pulls in the catch. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain through the defense, able to bring him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Physical run earns the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Rebels pick up enough yardage to get a first down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the back gets the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Dropping back, it's Wilson. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will he score here? Touchdown, Rebels. Offense off to a great start. Well, that is a dream start for the offense, Kirk. What an opening possession.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Stopped at the 36. Move the sticks. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Catch made on the right side. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A quick throw out left, complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And the Gators with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick.
I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And he's got it. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 7, Florida 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Direct snap to the back. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix, and holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Dropping back, it's Wilson. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Rebels will line up to boot it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. 20 past the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to scramble. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Now it's second down here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a third down play. Back to pass. It's Wilson. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Quarterback drops back. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback And a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the right here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Grab down the middle. It's Jamania. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield, it's Wilson. He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Gives it to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got them right where you want them on 3rd and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
And the quarterback will just sneak it now. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? He'll throw it now. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, as a quarterback, you're always trying to obviously find that open window to be able to throw the football to. That time, that wide open was right in the middle of the field. Makes it so easy on the...
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Out past the 30. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Here's the second down play. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught quickly. And the defense grabs him after the completion as just short of a first down. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back has it on the screen now. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Gators offense retakes the field. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He's escaping the pocket now. Grab made by the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the left side.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw it again. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Second down after that previous play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keeping it on the ground here. Gets some space around the 30. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the route is on. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Ole Miss 28, Florida 0.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Gators will take over first and 10.
The Florida offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And it works. The first down to the 35.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The pass rush closing in. Catch made on the left side. He's brought down, but the veteran quarterback paid a price for that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
The extra point is good, but still trail by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
28, Florida 7.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff in a single back formation. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. And the beatdown continues.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through.
35, Florida, 7.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now.
Get set.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Offense on the field to take over. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackling in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Has first down yardage at the 46. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good.
38, Florida, 14.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Ball handed off. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Wilson. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The offense really clicking here.
42 Spider.
And the back now goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fighting him off. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Florida Gators will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. And now the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities.
He's looking deep here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And he's going to launch it deep again. He grabs it inside the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. Not too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Gators.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the point after is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Back behind the quarterback, a line in the pistol. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll hand it off. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks to the left. Pass caught. A quick spin move. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. And the Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Here's another interception. We're losing track. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Rebels. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Automatic on the PAT.
That makes the score. Ole Miss 52, Florida 21.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. A special teams disaster on the kickoff. Takes it back into the end zone, tackled for a safety. Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety. On the return, it's Jordan. Makes the defender miss. He's still going. Look at the skill.
The returner brings it down to the 38. And the Ole Miss offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down play coming up for this offense. Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Trying to create here on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
He's got room, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Number 12.
Now they line up to kick the extra point.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score. Ole Miss 61, Florida 21.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. And the Gators offense retakes the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. On first down, it's play action. Throw to the running back in the flat. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
They look to throw it here on second down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone.
Touchdown, Florida. This quarterback on fire today.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs on the scramble. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Offense getting set. It's second down. And that run produces a decent gain. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Made his first attempt. This one is from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA